We recently studied the Sutram 1445, which defines the designation Adhikaranam, the Adhikarana Sanya. Let us now take the Sutram 2336, which prescribes a seventh case affix to denote the Adhikaranam. Sutram is Saptam Adhikarane cha. Vritti says Adhikarane Saptami Syat Chakara Durantikarthebhyaha, which means that seventh case affix Ni, Os or Sup is used to denote Adhikaranam, location, provided it has not been expressed otherwise. This is the condition of Anabhite, which comes down all the way from 231 Anabhite. In the Sutram, Panini says Cha at the end of the Sutram. The use of Cha in the Sutram tells us that a seventh case affix is also used following a Pratipadikam having the sense of either far or near. So in short, the mention of Cha in the Sutram 2336 brings in the anuvritti of Durantikarthebhya from the prior Sutram 2335. Let us look at some examples here. These are continued from the ones we saw when we studied 1445. At that time, in connection with 1445, we saw that the Adharaha can be of three types: Aupashleshikaha, Vaishayikaha, and Abhivyapakaha. All this we discussed when we studied 1445. Now we are just completing those examples by assigning a seventh case affix following the Pratipadikam which denotes the Adhikaranam. Recall that by 1445, Adharo Adhikaranam, we already know that the Karakam which denotes the Adharaha via the agent or the object of an action subsisting in the agent or object is called Adhikaranam, location. So for example, Kate Aste, someone sits on a mat. We already know from 1445 that Kata has the Adhikarana Sanya. And now by this Sutram 2336, the Pratipadikam Kata takes the seventh case affix to give the form Kate. In this case, Saptam Ekavachanam. Similarly, Sthalyam Odanam Pachati. Someone cooks rice in a utensil. Sthali has the Adhikarana Sanya by 1445, and hence by 2336, the Pratipadikam Sthali takes the seventh case affix to give the form Sthalyam. Similarly, Gangayang Ghoshaha, a cattle station on, meaning in the proximity of the Ganges. Ganga has the Adhikarana Sanya by 1445, and now 2336 comes and assigns a seventh case affix following the Pratipadikam Ganga to denote the Adhikaranam. So we get the form Gangayam. And lastly, Ratrau Swapiti. Someone sleeps at night. The night Ratri has the Adhikarana Sanya by 1445, and hence the Pratipadikam Ratri takes a seventh case affix by 2336. The next category of Adharaha which we studied is the Vaishayikaha Adharaha. So for example, Mokshe Ichhasti. There is a desire centered on the topic of the subject of liberation. Moksha has the Adhikarana Sanya by 1445, and hence the Pratipadikam Moksha takes the seventh case affix by this Sutram 2336. Saptam Adhikarane cha. And finally the Abhivyapakaha Adharaha. Sarvasminnatma asti. The self pervades, is present in everything. Sarva has the Adhikarana Sanya by 1445, and hence the Pratipadikam Sarva takes the seventh case affix by this Sutram 2336. Now to point out the importance of the condition Anabhite, which comes down from 231, the Adhikara of Anabhite, consider the following example. Viraha Purushaha Santyasminniti Vira Purushako Gramaha. Here Grama, the village, is the Adhikaranam, the location where there are heroic men. But still grammar does not take the seventh case affix because the Adhikaranam is already expressed by the compound, because the Vigraha Vakyam of the compound says Viraha Purushaha Santi Asmin iti, that Asmin is already expressing the Adhikaranam. That is why grammar does not take the seventh case affix, because the Adhikaranam has become Abhihitam. Samasena Abhihitam. Now we mentioned that the word cha at the end of the Sutram 2336 brings in the anuvritti of durantikarthebhya from the prior Sutram 2335. For example, manasya dure antikeva, far from or in the proximity of the forest. You could also say vanasya viprakrishte nikateva. It doesn't have to be the exact word dura or antika. It could be any synonym of dura or antika. So, a seventh case affix may be used following a pratipadikam having the sense of either far or near. This case affix denotes only the meaning of the pratipadikam. Note here says that durantikarthebhya iti vibhaktitrayena saha chatasrotra vibhaktayah phalitaha, meaning that including the three case affixes prescribed by the prior Sutram 2335, durantikarthebhyo dvitiyacha, a total of 4 case affixes, second, third, fifth, and seventh, may be used following a pratipadikam nominal stem having the sense of either far or near. So we can say vanasya duram, vanasya durena, vanasya durat, or vanasya dure. Similarly, vanasya antikam, vanasya antikena, vanasya antikat, or vanasya antike.